This presentation is on completing a STARS report. If you are a college transfer student, meaning that you one day want to take your credits that you've earned at Lawson State and transfer them to a four-year college in the state of Alabama, we have something called STARS agreement that you do need to run and complete. So I'm going to walk you through those steps. First, go to Lawson's website at www.lawsonstate.edu. Once you're on the website, scroll down and you'll see STARS, the icon for STARS. So go ahead and click that. And so let's first talk about what STARS stands for. It's an acronym that describes Statewide Transfer and Articulation Reporting System. So basically, the colleges in Alabama have an agreement. So the four-year colleges and the two-year colleges have an agreement to accept your transfer credit. Okay, so you don't feel like you're wasting time at a community college. So we're going to go ahead and walk you through the steps. First, you want to enter in this zone where you have students and advisors get the guide. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then I'm going to click the guide again, right in the middle. And you want to select that, if you notice, this is Alabama Public two-year college transferring to an Alabama Public four-year university. So notice, if you are leaving Lawson State to go to a public four-year university, you select this first one. However, if you're going to a private school in the state of Alabama, four-year private school, you select this option. I'm going to use the example of public since there are more public universities in the state of Alabama. So the first thing you want to do is type in the information. So I'm going to do this quickly. And your name. Your address. Okay, so I'm going to get this done quickly. Now, what's very important, after you fill in your contact information, what's really important is that you want to select the two-year college that you're attending. So you want to select Lawson State Community College. Okay? Then you want to select your major. So let's say that I'm a biology major, right? And then I hit submit my information. After that, for you, if you want to have the colleges that you select to send you information, you can. But since I'm doing a demo, I'm going to uncheck it. You can select up to 2 institutions. Now, first of all, you can run a STARS report as many times as you want. But you are limited to, every time you run it, you can only do 2 colleges at a time. But again, it's unlimited. So let's say that I'm interested in the University of Alabama, and I'm also interested in Alabama A&M University. So I go ahead and click down below, Retrieve STARS Guide. And what a STARS Guide is going to do, it's just like a degree plan. It's going to list specifically what the University of Alabama and Alabama A&M University expect, or what courses will transfer to them. Okay? So if you notice, they want me to take English 101 and 102. And one of the things that I want to point out to you as you go through these different areas, you're going to see it match up directly. There are 5 areas that are currently on your degree plan at Lawson State, but the STARS agreement will tell you specifically what you should take for those transferring colleges. So if you notice a difference between your degree plan at Lawson State and your STARS guide, believe it or not, your STARS guide will win out. That means that we'll actually can change our degree plan to reflect what the STARS report says. We do a really good job, though, that you probably won't have many changes because we do an excellent job at the college in aligning your degree plan with what STARS already says you should take, okay? So everything is pretty much already in alignment. One of the things I want to call to your attention, though, is that you need to read things carefully. The biggest mistake that students make is that they look at this list and they think, oh, I have to take all these English classes and I have to take all these classes. And I say, no, what does the report say, right? So if you slow yourself down, it says students must complete at least 6 SH means semester hours sequence in either literature or history. It doesn't say both, does it? Either literature or history. And one of the things that you have to understand, this is the one that we are looking at right now is biology. Every degree is different. So while, this degree says literature or history, another degree could say literature and history. The key is that you have to really, really be careful and read things carefully. Choose at least 3 semester hours in literature from the approved list below. So the student has options. But notice this, students may not select more than 9 semester hours of literature. And so the other thing you need to be aware of is that notice what it says, 6 semester hour sequence. Sequence means that you would have to take American Lit 1 and American Lit 2. That's a sequence. You couldn't mix American Lit with English Lit, for example. Okay? So you just have to be really, really careful. And notice this, any remaining hours in Area 2 should be chosen from the approved list below. Area 2 should equal 12 semester credits. So again, they're not saying you take all of these, but you need to take it from this list. And if you fall outside of this list, the college can then say, hey, we're not going to accept your credits because you did not follow the STARS guide. Area 3 deals with natural sciences and mathematics. For this student, only biology majors have to take biology 103 and 104, and then 3 semester hours from one of these courses on this list, right? Area 5 deals with history and social and behavioral sciences. The student has to complete 12 semester hours in this particular degree plan, but again, the student needs to read the fine details so they don't make mistakes. Notice, students must complete 6 semester hours in either literature or history. Again, there's that or statement again. Choose at least 3 semester hours in history. So they have to complete a sequence in one but not the other. So in this situation, if we really interpret this, the student must complete a sequence of literature or history, but they have to at least have 3 semester hours in history. So let's say that I was a student who just wanted to do the literature sequence. So what I would do is take 1 history and 2 literatures. In Area 5, let's stop here. Area 5, if you notice, it says the student has to take 19 to 23 semester hours, but you notice that they only prescribed up to 8 right here, which is chemistry. So you're wondering, well, where do I get those other 11 plus hours from? Well, every school is different. That means that Alabama A&M and University of Alabama may have different requirements. So that's why it's so important for you to run this report. Because while these might be the same, areas 1 through might be exactly the same between the University of Alabama and Alabama A&M University, maybe Area 5 is different. So when you get to Area 5 to figure out those other credits, you need to go to the actual school's website and look at this degree under Area 5. So if I go to the University of Alabama, these are the links that take me there. And sometimes I get lucky in that it takes me right to the page, but sometimes it doesn't. And when that happens, what you have to do is go to that college's website, pull up their catalog, and pull up that and find that degree and look at their requirements for Area 5. And then match them up to courses here at Lawson State. Remember, what you want to always do is follow the STARS agreement. You never want to take courses that are not listed on that agreement because what that means is that we cannot guarantee that those courses will transfer. So we're getting lucky. You see the transfer STARS agreement. We're going to click on biology. And again, we're looking for Area 5. And look at that, attention Alabama 2-year college students. See that? It's giving these students very specific information, and we're going to go down to Area 5, and there you go. So if you were transferring, now remember this is specific to Alabama. Actually, I'm in Alabama State. I apologize, but that's okay. You get the point. If you're trying to transfer to Alabama State University, you can see that for their biology majors, they require what? Pre-calculus, chemistry, 141, 142, and physics, 1 and 2. So again, it will be different if I go to a different school, or it could be very much the same. So since I clicked the wrong button, let's see if I can find University of Alabama. Here we go. And we'll compare that to the one we found from Alabama State. So I think the point is, that I'm trying to make to you is that the STARS agreement is powerful because you don't want to take courses at Lawson State outside of the agreement and put yourself in jeopardy of courses not transferring. So again, we're looking at biology, and you can see the courses over here under Area 5. See how they focus on Area 5? Biology 103, 104, Chemistry 111, 112. So it's mostly chemistry. See the difference there? Math 125, and then the physics, which you also saw at Alabama State. But notice it's going to guide you what kinds of courses are acceptable to take, right, at Lawson State that will transfer under Area 5. So when we go back to our STARS agreement, we've just answered the missing question. When it says 19 to 23 hours, we just found out how to find out the rest of those courses. I hope that this brief tutorial has helped you, and the most important thing is that I hope that you leave this tutorial understanding that, my goodness, I definitely need to pull a STARS agreement if I ultimately want to transfer my credits. Thank you, and I hope it's been helpful.